survive, the clock hits 8. No filters here, just talk that straight. Laugh so loud, they can shake the gate. Facebook fam always pulling their weight. We hit live, roll out the streets, we roam. Truth in the mic, we don't play clone. Real ones know this is where it's grown. No bravado, just a real top zone. No bravado, that's the code. We go live and we unload. Real talk flows, never slow. Facebook crew, that's the road. No bravado, no disguise. Tuesday nights, we energize. Truth and laughter, we baptize. Tune in fam, we're on the rise.
Hello.
Hey, hi.
How's it going?
We've got Herald and Vee on from One Love One Stop Shop. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Greetings, everybody.
Welcome, guys.
Choice out, Vee.
You know, it's I couldn't help it.
He's one of our biggest supporters. I love it. Don't catch them
How
without
you guys
doing a choice. She's
How's
asking
everyone
how you
doing?
guys are doing.
Oh, sorry, darling. Your voice was so very quiet. I didn't hear it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We
Fine.
are doing
You hear me?
fabulously.
Good.
As they say, better than good, better than most. If I was it better, I'd be twins.
Okay.
Well, all right.
That's from Les Brown.
Oh, too funny. Welcome. It's great to have you guys here. Also, can I say welcome to Spotlight Radio? Spotlight Radio's joined us, so it's good to see you. This is probably good evening panel. Roderick and Charlene locked in.
Good evening.
Hi, Herald, says Tunde.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. So your fans have joined already. Oh, I love that.
Thank you. I'll pay you later.
Good to see you. Now, you're where did we meet? How did I get doing you guys' show? I can't remember.
I can tell you.
Because you're sticking me, so I can't remember now.
I can tell you exactly where we met. We met in Harlesden.
At Charms event, right?
That's right.
That's right. Yes, at Charms event. So Charm does Millen Market, and you guys came to Millen Market, and that's how we started to talk. Then you invited me to come down to your event, and
Yes.
that was in Streatham, wasn't it?
That's
Correct.
right. That's correct.
Yeah,
That's
that was in
that's
Streatham
right.
in a church
right.
hall that was
Yeah.
hot as hell, but one of the hot as hell. Speaking of hot, let me put on my fans right now. But
I remember that one
Sorry?
very well. That one
Yeah.
very well. You stood out, didn't you? That one, didn't you?
Yes.
I think we won the,
You won.
did.
We have I don't know if it's too early to mention this, but we have a thing whereby we like to let black businesses stand out and create that professionalism. So what we've got something called a smiley competition, smiley badge. When the customers come in, we present them with a smiley badge, and we say the vendor that looks the most presentable and good customer service and look very nice. You don't have to buy from them, but they come across very great. Give them a smiley badge.
Mhm.
And what we do at the end of this, half an hour before the end of the event, we get all the vendors together and say, right, number one, who's got one smiley badge, hands up, then two, then three, then four, then five. Yes, hands go down, and 10, and then 20. And guess what? The Evo Choice won that event that time.
I'm so competitive.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so winning it the second time as well. I was going to try and take it the second time as well. I think we lost by a couple of smiley faces. I was vexed to see. I want to win all the time. It's not life. You can't win all the time. But hey, Junior McLeod says hello, V.
Hi,
Thanks for
Junior.
joining us. All right. So with that said, let us ask you the first question.
Shall I start?
Herald and Vee, for anyone who hasn't come across One Love One Stop Shop before, tell us what you do and how the idea first came about.
Harold, over to you.
Right. First of all, let me explain something. We're going way, way, way back to 2013.
Right.
And we had our very first pop-up market. And that was way, way back. We just started out. And in fact, it goes way before then. I'm sorry. In 1980, they had a black designers, 1980 at the Albert Hall. And my friends put it on. 1980, black designers, 1980 at the Albert Hall. And they're all top black designers, shoes, bags, clothes, you name it. It's like, wow, look at the talent we have amongst ourselves, right? And then after it fizzled out and fizzled out and fizzled out and fizzled out, and then, you know, then we said, let's continue this. We did some events. We did one in 2013, and then we did a few. Then lockdown happened, right? And all business went pear shape. And in 2022, we said, you know what? Let's do it again, because it's needed. Because again, we're looking at there's so much talent around here amongst the community. And we need to be able to get it out there in the marketplace. So we thought, you know what? Let's create a village, like I like to promote the name, like a Selfridges, all businesses on one roof. Yeah,
right.
One of each vendor. You know, that way there's no competition. Everyone can benefit. You know, and that's how we started it. You know, and then one vendor doing jewelry, greeting cards, food, you name it, one of each. And that's how we started, started and building it. But that's how we started it, because there's a need for it. There's a need for it. Okay. So that's how we started it. Yeah. Okay. And
that's how the idea first came about.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlene, do you want to take this question?
Yep. What did you see missing for Black-owned businesses that made you think we need to create our own marketplace?
He more or less just said that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we go on to the next one.
Yeah.
People see a successful market on the day, but they don't see what goes on behind the scenes. What does it really take to organize and fill a marketplace?
Wow. I love that question, because it goes back to even further, because I used to be a promoter back in the days, doing promotions, entertainment, and back in the 80s. And again, putting on fashion shows, dances, and running nightclubs, and then again putting on the events. Now, what people, when they come to a market event, they see the stores, they see the events, they see the people. That looks good, but what's important behind the scenes is the work that goes behind the scenes. That's very hard, because you've got to make sure you get the right vendors, the venue, the promotions, the advertising. And right now, things have changed from the 80s, 90s. It's more social media, TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So and I'm from the old school, but trying to navigate the new school. I still love face to face, because I still do the old original flyers. Because I believe if someone a flyer in the hand, they got it in the hand, they put it in their pocket. But and you still send it online. But I'd like to do both. So again, it's really connecting with your audience, because the vendors are there, but we have to sell it to the actual audience. We got a great tea lady. No more tea bags. It's all proper, healthy, and a lady who makes her own bags, handmade, and someone's jewelry. So we're actually going out and actually promoting the vendors by telling them exactly what's there. Man-made, handmade, creative, it's your own. Support your own. Put the money back in the community, so that way we can, create general wealth. So we have to really sell it to the audience. So we're working behind the scenes to make sure the event is successful on the night. So a lot goes behind the scenes, ongoing, because you have to make sure, even if they did one last time, You still got to do another one and go better because you're again. And I know about competition that's coming later on, but we don't look at competition. We just look at what we can do the best we can do for the vendors. Yeah. My job is to make sure the vendors get what they deserve, recognition. You know, so there's lots of work behind the scenes, a lot of work to make it right on the night. Blood, sweat, and tears, sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Sorry, my computer was trying to mess about today. But it's blood, sweat, and tears. We're running around making sure that the venue looks the part, making sure that there's enough plugs, making sure people are in the right place, even up to parking, making sure people can park their car. That's always a big issue with some of the venues, knowing where to park. So it's a lot of sweat.
Right. And making sure the venues are the right spot on the high street. You've got passing trade, in the right location. Because we got to sell it to the vendors. And what's the football like? Well, what's the football like? Well, it's what we create. You can, so it's a lot of work to make sure the event goes right on the night or the day.
Yeah. Sean Miller says, good evening. Greetings, Bravado family. H and V, hi. So we were just talking about you, Sean, because we were saying that's basically where we met. I couldn't remember exactly where we met, but they remembered it was at your event, Milan Markets is where I met V and Herald. So big up to you as well, Charm. You got to come on there as well, talk about what it is that you do. Yes, she said the ear in the invention. Yes.
Can't leave it out, Charm. Can't leave it out.
No, you do some great events as well. And I think the more of us that come together and support what we're doing, then the better off we will be. Because it literally is time. And I think things are changing now. Tensions, race tensions in the country are high. I think it's made abundantly clear how we're felt about, and no one's not coming to save us. We really got to just get on with it and start building our team. So I think what we all do is amazing. What Charm just could get in the chat. Do you want to come in? Do you want to come on now, Charm? I'll send you the link if you want to come on. This could get in the chat. But I think you should do your own show. Then get a good one. All
right, Charm.
No, we gave you a mention. Don't worry. We mentioned you. Don't worry.
I always pick up Charm.
And that's the beauty of us as a group of marketers and vendors. We look out for each other. We're always bigging up each other. It's amazing. That's one of the beauties of a marketplace.
Something
and I must say,
go ahead.
No, I must say, I do like the way how you guys, when you're out, especially when I see you guys at Lewisham, and walking around and just looking at vendors and seeing what they're selling, interacting with them, find out, because I suppose picking vendors is one thing, but it's also just about finding out about themselves. And maybe just standing back from afar to see how they interact with their customers as well. Because it's one thing having a store, but how do you act? Are you good at interacting, or do you just stand there and just hope somebody will buy something without you saying anything? So
And I can add to that as well, just to say that we go out to lots of events, and I say how I got to meet Albert and Nathaniel. So I actually came down to the event to see some of my vendors. I said to Albert and Nathaniel for the first time, "Hi, have you got an event on the 11th of April? Because what I don't want to do is clash." He said, "Oh, you know what? We're just starting to do regular Saturdays." He went, "But that's really good of you. That's really unusual." Yeah. That's fantastic. That's really nice of you. I said, "What's the point? Look, we're all chasing the same market because it's our market. Everyone goes to, but we and the same vendors. So it's good that we do something on not the same day. You don't clash." He went, "That's really good, And we got the conversation and we hit it off because he said he doesn't get that from promoters. I said, "Listen, I've been around a long time, And this is where we fall down, right? We've got to work together, not against each other.
Yeah,
Right?
Absolutely.
Again, what we do as well, I don't want to call me saying this. When we get the vendors love Veronica.
Yeah,
course.
Love Veronica. Right?
Veronica knows how to snooze.
When they see Veronica come, they go, hey,
No, Harold, they're not saying, hey, bingo. I buy what I like, though. And as for Diva's Choice, this woman is always trying to get me. Vee, I think this one is yours. I think this one is yours. And I'm rolling my eyes at her all the time as I'm walking past. But then she's like, Vee, it's special for you. I got a little something for you. I'm like, oh, okay. What I love is our creativity.
Yeah.
You know, the thought, the imagination, some of the stuff that we create is just beautiful. And I love to walk into a room with my Diva's Choice on, or with my bag on, or with my little outfit on. And when people will always say, where do you get that?
Yeah.
Those things for me are important. And that's why I love to go to places where creators are, and they're things that they made with their own imagination, their own hands. It's not mass produced.
Yeah.
Even if I'm putting it on my skin, I will wait and I will buy something from somebody that I know has made it, because I know that it's going to be, they've got a story as to how they've come here. If they might have had, their child might have had psoriasis, they might have had anything, and they've come up with a product to improve us. I don't want mass produced on my skin. I don't want mass produced in my hair. And I know quite recently you had Here Today, Here Tomorrow. Beautiful. Beautiful. She's got her story behind why she.
Her story was hilarious.
Exactly. And so
love it.
Everyone has their own story. You can talk to people forever about how they got to that space,
to where they are,
that marketplace, to doing what they're doing. That's what I like about these unique marketplaces that we have around, popping up everywhere. I love it. And Harold, they all love me because I buy stuff from them. I don't care.
And we love Spirit. That's why everyone loves Veronica, because she supports from the heart. Not just because you're bubbly, you're nice, and you do support us from your heart, and it means the world. Honestly, let's take a time to check in with our public that are watching. John Dean says, "Hi, beautiful people." He wanted to know what's happening. We're just basically having a talk about business. We've got One Love One Stop Shop here, the owners of One Love One Stop Shop, Herald and Vee, and they're talking to us about their business and what it means to them. He then goes on to say, hi, beautiful people. Charm is saying, come on, I asked you from time, Charm, so you know you're welcome. Come and talk to the people then. She's saying it takes a story. That's for sure, Diva. I'm not sure what that comment is too. Hang on. StreamYard really does muck about sometimes. Here we go. Wait. Our charges watching Daniel wait. They tell even why they started the business. She's saying she loves the Charm, saying she loves Natasha, why they started the business, and she does tell a great story. And I love that they're teaching their son about economics, business, making money, building his confidence by getting him out there and talking to people. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm starting to see, like, you have different conversations, and some people say that the Black community, it's like we're doomed and we're not going to see it in our lifetime. However, I disagree. I don't think we're going to see the full change that we want to see in our lifetime, but I definitely see it, the change. And I'm proud of where we're going. People like yourselves, Charm, us as Black Excellence, Wakuda. There's so many of us that are doing it and that are not bad mind and that don't think there's space for just one and that really want to see each other win. So I'm all for it, you know. Anyway, next question.
Okay.
Charlie?
Yep. You deal with lots of different Black-owned businesses. What separates the businesses that do really well at markets from the ones that struggle?
Do you want to take that, Harold?
Yeah, well, what separates the ones who do very well? It's all about marketing, really, because you know, we always say that doing a pop-up market, it's like, you know what? I can't come from an advertising background. I spent years in corporate advertising, and one of the most important things you got to spend money on is your advertising, right? Whatever it costs to advertise, that's your promotion. You know, your car business cards, your promotions, your TikTok, whatever it costs to advertise your products, and to present yourself, had to make yourself stand out, against your competition. You got to spend. And I know it's like, yeah, but I haven't got the money. But you're now moving from your front room into, we can't afford a shop, so it's a pop up. That's the next best thing. It's like a shop. It's a pop-up market. Yeah, we can't afford a shop, a store. So pop-up markets are the place to be, whether you believe it or not, because you're out there in the public's eye. You got strangers walking past, and why they come and see you? Because something is the whoa, what's that? They got to you got to track them. They got to give something, shelf talking, something that sees the eye, and then when they approach you, is how you engage with your customer, what you say to them. But listening, know your customer, know your product, because I have this bag here, but what's about this bag? It's made in Ghana. It's It feels like and you got to be able to express and say, feel, put it on you. Wow, it's good, isn't it? And you got to engage, touch your senses, touch, smell, taste, see all that. You got to engage with your audience, not just stand down. And I'm not knocking, but I'll tell you something from nothing. And then we did an event, and this is what I'm saying. Really, we got from this, where we had a lady who does very well at what tilt business she does. But apparently, she couldn't make it, so she had her two nieces that did a stall for her.
Right.
And the two nieces sat down like this.
Oh Lord.
Visible faces, didn't engage with nobody, and people walked past. And guess what happened? They left 2 hours early. And that's say their auntie always sells out. Well, I had to say to her auntie, because I know her, I said, not being funny, I'm going to tell you this because you're going to hear it different from your nieces.
Yeah.
Your nieces didn't go and say, hey, sample this. Hey, hi, there's a piece of that. They sat down like this, miserable, and didn't engage nobody. All passed. So they didn't engage. So they did nothing. So again, you have to engage with your audience, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. Why are you there for? You're there to sell yourself, sell your products. And that's what it's about. It's no skill. You're just applying yourself. And this is what we've got to learn. Presentation. This is why, again, we do the smiley badge. We want you to present yourself, you look good, be professional. So the person who wins, that you're competing to be the best. So we up the ante. We make it more, this is going to be me this time. I'm going to be the king or queen. I'm going to be the king this time. Everyone's competing to be at the best stand. That's what we're raising the bar. Yeah? That's what we do as One Love, One Stop Marketplace Village. Raise the bar. So
I suppose it could help people's self-confidence as well.
Yeah.
And that's what I say, because obviously, and again, it comes from watching others, because you can be very shy, but you can learn from others, and then you can just say you try something. Because so when you're there, look and observe and learn. It may be your first show, but come out there, watch others, walk around. If you've got your sample, go sample it. Hi, this. Hi, you want to do this? Want to try this on? And that's you engage. You have to engage.
Can I add to that? Also, actually talking to the other vendors around you, which I know we do at One Love, One Stop. Sometimes it takes, you might sell to the vendors around you. They might be the ones that buy your stuff. It's just making, as Harold said, it's like just going out there communicating, you know, having having your product stand out. And I'm not trying to give you a big head when I say this, Viva.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things. Your stand stands out. And even though I'm looking at things and like, I'd never wear that. No, come try that on. And then I end up walking off with something I never planned to buy.
Sound like a con woman, but
quality. Very, very good salesperson. That shows the quality. You're going and you're saying, madam, just try it, because you never know. And a lot of people turn away from things without trying it or having the opportunity to try it because no one's offered them. Like, try the cream. So yeah,
I hear you. I put a lot of effort into my stand. It does the work for us. It does half of the work for us, because I feel like if you just come and try down things and it's confusing and you can't find, it's not shoppable. That was a word that Charm used at one of her events as well, where she looked at my stand and she said, "Oh, I love how you set this up, and it's shoppable." And I never forget that. I listen to people when they talk. So you've got to make it so that it is accessible and shoppable, and that helps to do the job for you. So I do definitely take a lot of pride in my stand, and we do a lot of, I'm big on customer service. I only let my mum and Charlene rep my business if I'm not there, because I know that they know how I like things done and that they're going to be polite and so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a lot when it comes to doing this thing, but it's necessary to grow. You do need to let people rep your business, but it's got to be the right people. What's Charm saying? There can be an issue for a brand when customer service is not consistent. Absolutely. Letting someone rep your brand is a risk. You can just fill a gap because you cannot be there. Letting someone rep your brand is a risk. Just fill in a gap because it's there. Consistency is a must. Absolutely. And I think growth is a must as well. So that's why we've started to branch out and do different things, but it's only with people that I trust. It can't be just anybody repping your business, because one bad day will go a lot longer than one good day, if that makes sense. So this is the beauty of the artisan market. Visitors are getting up close to the products, services they would not ordinarily find. Absolutely. Sephora 4 said, Herald, call from Sweden coming in. Do you know this person?
Cool.
Sephora.
Herald, call from Sweden coming in. Pounds, business.
Are they touting on your show? What's going on here?
Definitely. What else is happening? It will be remembered. So I think you're talking about the stands and customer service. It will be remembered. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next question. Well, for time.
Okay.
We have to ask this one. I'll do this one and then you do the next show. We have to ask this one because we know it can be controversial. Do you think Black-owned businesses get enough support from the Black community, or do we sometimes expect more from them while being less forgiving?
Careful, I answer that question.
No bravado. We have to answer this question with no bravado.
Right.
Do you think we support enough?
I'll answer.
Or do you think we're harsh on ourselves?
I'll tell you what I find as well. There's a saying that familiarity breeds content.
Right.
If you get my meaning. Because I'll keep it 100, because you'll find, and I found it over the years, doing promotions, marketing, advertising, whatever. And the question was like, where are you from Jamaica? Oh, you're like me. You're from Jamaica like me. Where from? And then pally. And they say, they want a bit of friendship. Then, okay, what's the price? Oh, but bruv, you know, and then it's like, you forget you're talking to a business person, but I know we're the same color, same country, or wherever, same town, but we're still doing business, and that's where familiarity breeds content.
Right.
That's why I found over the years, because I come from a background. I started doing entertainment, running nightclubs, doing promotions, and then so when it was like party fun for you, it was business for me.
Right.
Yeah? And again, same question. Like I put a lot into the event. It'll be packed out, and people are counting heads times 5. They think, well, you made X amount, not realizing it cost this, it cost that, it cost this. And then this question was like, hey, any chance to get a free ticket? I say, okay, if you sell 10, what? You know, so in other words, you want something for free, you're not prepared to do anything. So I've seen it all my life. So I'm trying to answer that question in a way that we can all relate to it. But we do have, when it comes to business and buying from our own, we have this expectation that, you know, and again, remember, because of economics in the spectrum, we're not up there with other communities, so it's harder for us. Because I used to sell Dragon Stout and sparkling wine. The sparkling wine was the main distributor in this country. But when I went to my African Caribbean shops, it was like, give me this and come for money tomorrow. I'm like, it's cash on delivery. Whereas the other nationalities will buy a whole pallet. Okay, have 10 pence off. And they'll buy a whole pallet, give half to that person, half this person. Where we want to, come on, man, I'm supporting you, man. Just leave it till tomorrow, pay tomorrow. No, you're not supporting me. You're not. My money's in your till. I need it in my pocket. So I went through that for many years. So coming today, fast forward, I know these things have changed, but deep down, we're still not getting the support we deserve and desire amongst our community, because we expect more from us and want it cheaper. And we know it's more expensive for us because we don't have the resources to buy it cheaper.
Buy in bulk. In big quantities. The other day we done a festival in Liverpool called Africa. Oh, Herald's disappeared. His internet's probably dropped out.
Yeah. You might need to charge him. Yeah.
All right. We'll keep talking till he comes back. But the other day we done a festival in Liverpool called African Oye. And some woman came, she liked a pair of earrings that I had, and she was like, can I have them? She said, how much are they? I said, £20. She said, can I have them for 10? I said, no. And she's like, 15. And I was like, no. So she was like, so you're not going to give any discount? I said, no. Would you go into Zara and ask for a discount in Zara? And her response was, but that's Zara.
Okay.
Zara's more expensive. Hence the reason you should get the discount, because it's expensive. So something that's reasonably priced, why do you want a discount? But it just goes to show the mindset when it comes to black businesses against your mainstream. Mainstream, it's a privilege to buy from, but when it's us, it's always looked at as, well, you should be doing it for cheaper. And my response to her is, I'm never going to get to the Zara status if I keep giving discounts. So no. Absolutely not. If someone's buying, I've got my favorite clients that support me all the time. You're one of them. I will give you a discount. If someone's buying a lot of jewelry in any one setting, I will give you a discount. But if you're buying one pair of earrings for 20 quid, pay the 20 quid, man, or leave them there. I'm not frightened for you to leave them there because I know I'm going to get it. So let me see what's happening with Herald. And you guys... Oh, he's calling me now.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm going to leave you guys to do the next question.
Okay.
You guys talk, yeah?
No problem. Right, my dear. What's the biggest mistake you see traders make when they come to a marketplace?
One of the biggest mistakes I see them make, as we mentioned previously, is not engaging with their customers. That's just a big mistake.
The first thing.
That's first thing first. Not setting out their stall so it's shoppable, according to Sham. You have to say that. You can't be scouring around for products when people ask you for things. You need to know what it is that you're selling. You know, those are the biggest mistakes that I see. You know, not testing their equipment.
I
mean, sometimes it is quite hard when you've got those when you're trying to get some money through the tap machines. but not making sure that all their equipment is working and up to speed. So those are my no-nos for what I see when I see traders not really standing out for me.
Have you ever had to, after an event, have you ever had to approach a vendor and say, and give your feedback on how they presented their stall, and kind of give them advice? Or do you kind of think, okay, the event is over, I'm not going to say anything? Have you ever had that?
I mean, it's always quite mad trying to get out the event in good time. Yeah. You know, if it's advice, or if they ask for advice, I mean, ultimately, it's kind of difficult to tell someone that they're kind of shit.
That's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
It's kind of difficult to say that. And on the day of an event, you don't have time to baby anybody. You're trying to make sure that everybody is happy, because there's always something going on. You're trying to get your pictures. You know, you're trying to make sure that you get out of the venue by the time you say you are supposed to be out. So it'd be difficult on that day to tell them. Before the event, we do give them some guidelines.
Right.
And we would hope that they would follow the guidelines. But on the day, no. And we might not use them again.
Okay.
Be quite blatant. Herald.
That question again, because well, actually, if you can't relate to this, I had to put 50 pence in the meter and let you run out. No, just joking. No, but I've got jokes. So what's the question again?
The question is, what's the biggest mistake you see traders make when they come to a marketplace?
Forget their tablecloth. I'm serious, on a serious tip. I mean, I always say, make sure you bring tablecloth. And when I go there, I say, hang on a minute, you're coming to a stand and you've got no tablecloth. It doesn't look right. You know, I always say, I've got a spare one here for you. Guess what one person did? They went, oh, have you got a black one? I'm like, hang on a minute.
You're right. You're right.
I'm like, you know, and again, I must say as well, and if you don't communicate with organisers, if you're running late, let us know you're running late. But to turn up, if you say 12 o'clock, you be set up by 12 o'clock, and that person doesn't turn up, and then obviously I hate seeing an empty table, so you move the table out of the way. 1:30, guy turns up. Oh, guess what? I meant, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, but no. You didn't phone me. Yeah. I'm not leaving an empty table there with nothing on there. It looks terrible in the place. The table, you know. Yeah. Oh, can I get a refund? Tell you what to do, right? That'll be funny. The event finishes. You stay around, but I'm busy now. I switch because I'm not engaging with you.
You can't get a refund if you've turned up late for the event.
I'm not being horrible. That happened once, and I said, I'm not right now. When I'm engaged in the event, right? You're welcome to stay in the crowd. You know, there's no way to set up because the table space is I've put tables together. You're not there anymore, you know. So therefore, let's move on. You know, And I've learned one thing as well, and it comes back down to familiarity breeds content, and you have to have that professionalism. Otherwise, people take the mickey out of you. Or we can laugh and joke and have fun because we are fun people, but when it comes to business, you got to be on point. Yeah. This is the business, and we want to elevate. We want to get to another level, another stage. And people don't take you serious, and then they got people in judgment that come and look for mistakes. But you know, I don't worry about those people. I'm interested in the vendors who've paid me to be here. I'm working for you to make sure you get the benefits because you're a vendor. We're helping each other, right? I'm not knocking other promoters. I work for the vendors because the vendors are the ones paying me to keep us. So we work together as a team. I might do my best to make sure they look good. They sell and they're happy, and at the end of the day, and we have a feedback after. How was it? How do you feel? And we listen to questions because we can only do the best we could do. Instead, you can say, well, okay, after the event, we have a WhatsApp group comments. What do you think? And something might inbox and say something, or I want to say, I said, well, put it in the group. That person, no, put it in the group. I'm not saying, yeah, but I don't know. If
you're not shying away from the feedback, even if it's negative.
In the group, because I want the group to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't do but by the way, me, no. So I keep it on a professional level. So the question is that you can't please everybody all the time. You can please some of the time, but you have to set your boundaries, set your ground, and raise the bar and keep it at level. And people respect you or don't respect you next, because we're here ongoing. There's not one attitude. We're ongoing, striving for excellence to go on better. This is why we call it. Say we are one love, one stop marketplace village.
Village, yeah.
It takes a lot of us to create a village, working together. Yeah. And I said again, because Sham's on the call, something you don't realize. I've been involved with promotions for many years. In 1983, we tried to get all the promoters to work together. Couldn't get 12 promoters around the table. You couldn't get around the table. That's another story. We can go into that. But I'm just saying to you. So even now, there's Sham, there's Joe and Queens. They've got Wakaru, and there's also what's the name of my friend Rosemary?
Vitality.
My friend's little sister. I couldn't believe it. It's like, wow, Rosemary, I grabbed her. I said, do you know it's you? And when I found out it was her, I gave her details of my groups. Yeah, come down to Chiswick Town Hall. Chiswick Town Hall. Is it your event? That's my friends. What? That's what I do as a promoter. Promote someone else's. I've got to feel that day. I turned up down there. You saw I came down there. Great support, lovely vendors and stuff. And I made some vendors there. The person doing my massage, I met her there because the person doing my massage was on holiday. So we're always networking, working for new, looking for vendors, helping other vendors, and always moving around. So that's what I'm saying to you. We have to work together, pulls together.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's still a lack of trust within our community. I know that unless you find, I'm going to be honest, you find like-minded people that you can work with, you can move mountains. But if you don't get with the right people and money's involved, it just goes to shit. I've been burnt enough by people. So that's why I think like working together, it's great if you're working with the right person, but sometimes too many cooks in the kitchen just spoil up the broth. So that's why I think there's a little bit of still apprehension when it comes to working with like for instance, we done at Black Excellence, we done a event at Tower Hamlets Town Hall. And if you've been there, it's massive. The Asians, they take it over all the time. That's their part of town. When I tell you, whenever we do events in, like if I go there as a vendor and it's like for the community, it's like a community event, but it's 9 times out of 10 more Asian. When I tell you Asian people are wrapped around the building to come in, sometimes they have to stop them from coming in because it's too full and wait for people to come out. That's how they show up for each other, right? And we done an event in there, a weekender, and it was good. It was a good event, and people did show up, but they weren't wrapped around the building where we had to stop queues to, you know what I mean? Stop like, no, you have to wait outside, and it was. Whereas if we came together with different organisations and we had like good pulling power, the things that we can do, but when money is involved in things, it becomes precarious. So I guess that's what the issue is finding like-minded people. That's being honest. Yeah.
Everyone, we all have different strengths as well. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and what we, if we could, as a nation, as a
community,
Black people community, is to use our strengths and weaknesses and build together. But everybody wants to be chief. Not everybody can be chief, and that's the thing. If one person is strong at doing checking on emails or WhatsApps and things like that, then use them to that advantage. If other persons are good at organising the venue, so that is our weakness. We don't like to pull on each other's strengths. and
Yeah.
come together as one.
Sometimes, like I remembered when we first, because Natalie's my business partner, she's 10 years younger than me. And when we first started No Bravado, obviously she's 10 years younger than me. They're more upbeat. That generation, they're more savvy when it comes to
Computer.
social media, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's obviously going to have more popularity
Mhm.
than I. And someone was saying to me, well, don't you feel some type of a way? Like, no. Do you think I care? So long as they're watching or they're coming to the event. At the moment, Natalie's page is blowing up, and I'm just like, because that means when we do our events,
Yeah.
people that are following her are going to come to. I don't care, but there will be people that would be like, so she's going to leave me behind now because her page is blowing up and mine is not blowing up as much. I don't think like that. We're all in the same team. So if social media and that's your strength, go on and do it. When it comes to directing traffic back, that's it. I don't really care if she's more popular than me. I expect her to be. She's 10 years younger. But a lot of people don't think that way. And then you'll have people trying to plant seeds that I should be insecure of that. And I'm really not. I don't give a monkeys. Do your thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's mindset. It's who you allow in your village. 'Cause it's all good and well having a village. Great. We all work together. Great. But not all skin folk is kinfolk, and not everybody wants your plants to grow in your village.
Yeah.
They just don't. So I'm very careful about who I put myself around from learned experiences, but it doesn't mean I'm not open. I'm just more cautious with it now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Next question. Shall I take this one?
I'll take this one. It's all right. What
go.
do you look for when choosing businesses to trade at your events? Can anybody apply, or does a brand need to bring something special?
You kind of answered this, but
After that, before it,
yeah.
Well, just to say,
conversation. But do you have anything else that you want to add?
yeah, again, just to over that question again, we want to make it one of each brand, so our vendors are not competing against one another. You create bad energy. Yeah, I know you might say, well, I don't like to call the name of the product, but I've been to events where I see 5 people with the same type of product, and I said to somebody, "There's 5 of them." Yeah, they went, "Yeah, but this is my brand. This is my brand, but it's the same kind of product." So I don't like that, because you got the other vendors folding hands, not talking about it, because like you create that animosity amongst the business traders, and I don't like that. I've seen it too many times. So that's
go on, finish.
That's why I try to make it that it's diverse type of businesses, so you've got a choice of different types of products. So we look for a bit of that. So you got it's like I call it selfies all under one roof. You got to look for different things. Specific things. As we mentioned before, we're finding more vendors who do. Oh, that's great, fantastic, that's good. Oh, creative. Oh, brilliant. Someone makes their own stuff, and we're looking for that kind of wow factor as well. So to amongst our community.
Yeah.
So we're always looking to improve. With our
quite recently we met a lady that was selling teas.
Yes.
But she was not selling teas in the tea bag. It's like a tea paste.
Yeah.
And it just made me quite excited, because you're like, oh, that's interesting. And it tasted good. Yeah. So there's no microplastics with the tea bag. So it was ticking quite a few boxes.
Yeah.
And I like to get excited when I like stuff, right?
Yeah.
So excited, bought 4. So
yeah, I did. I bought all the flavors, and I bought their honey as well. But if I see something and I think, wow, that's really interesting, and then they tell me why they've done it, and then I'm like, and then I taste it, I'm good. I'm good to try it.
You're good to try it.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm good to try it.
Dale Henderson says, hello, everyone. Hi, Dale.
Hi, Dale. All the way from rugby. Yeah.
Sean Miller says, I one time did it with all skincare. Competition is good sometimes. Yeah, I mean, competition is good sometimes. Because I heard that someone said the analogy of when we go into Tesco's, there's Hovis, there's all different types of bread brand, and everyone's going to have their preference. So a little bit of competition shouldn't throw you off. So I get that. I kind of sit on the fence with it because I get that. I also get the fact that if you're under one small roof, having 5 skincare brands or majority skincare brands, that can be boring for the audience, if that makes sense. Every other store is going to be skincare, so what did I come here for? Do you know what I mean? You want to see a variety. So 6 of one, a half dozen of the other. Rosemary Gabidian says, greetings, sugar. Thank you for being here.
Greetings.
Sure, exactly, more same thing, but like I said, varied still. Yeah. Okay, next question. Running markets means dealing with traders, venues, customers, and probably a few headaches. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened at one of your events?
I can't think of anything crazy.
I can't think of anything crazy.
I can't think of anything crazy.
Yeah, I suppose up your nose for frightening, isn't it?
You know, I do something which I say as an organizer. And by the way, just so you know, some of you listening, I'm not just an organizer. I'm also a vendor because I've got diverse. I mean, I do different products here. I got here, right. I met Tyron a few years ago. I fell in love with the products. I bought a company, so so I got the sugar business, and I've got a water business, which is something another level. Which that's something which is we all need. So that's I'm telling you. So I understand the product side as well as a vendor. So I look at both sides, the organizer and the vendor. So look at both sides of the fence. Yeah.
Charm's one, organizer and a vendor. So am I. Organizer and a vendor, so you get to understand what you don't want. You want to be the type of vendor that you want to come to your events, and you also want your vendors to have a great experience because you know what it's like to lugga your things all about the place, drive about, you know what I mean, to get there and have a poor experience. You don't want your vendors to do that. And I think when you are a vendor and an organizer, it's a really good place to be because it gives you balance.
Correct.
So
But crazy thing, I'm just like, what crazy? I just obviously at the end of the day, it's because as an organizer, when it's coming to close the end, you think, okay, wow, and when it finishes, packing away, you think, how did we do? What was it? We're like, what's and wait for the feet, and then it's like, okay, it wasn't too bad after all, because so it's not doom and gloom. And then it's always like it takes 2 days, to clear up the stuff, especially like we do the food as well. When it goes home, we got to make. So it's like 2 days to build. 2 days after, it's like, and people say, why do you do it regularly? I said, no, every quarter is enough for us.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, there was one thing that I think was a little bit crazy. When I think about it, is that we had a vendor at our event, and I don't know what they brought in, but they scraped up the whole floor.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I don't know what they did. I don't know how they did it, but they ruined the flooring. Which obviously we then had to
pay for.
End up paying for.
Yeah, we had
was like, how did they even do this?
Yeah. There's I don't know what they brought in there. It's heavy and it scratched up the floor, so we lost our deposit.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's as crazy as it gets, really.
I think one of the craziest things that we had was all black owned businesses. The only way we would take non-black or other ethnicities if they are under a certain age, because we do youth markets as well. So if they're under a certain age, I'm not going to say to a young person that's 11 or 12, 15, you can't do it because you're not black. I wouldn't want my child to experience that, and I wouldn't put it on any other race. But above that, we're very specific about being black owned. There's questions that you have to answer. Are you black owned? What heritage are you from? Da, 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 da. And we had one Asian lady turn up. She answered all the questions that she was black. And she turned up. And I was like, but you said that you were a black owned business when she turned up. And she was like, yes, but we all same. Yes, but no. Like,
So you-
you're damn right. You're damn right. But yeah, that's more or less the wildest thing. Just cheeky.
Yeah.
And a male turning up to an all-female event, basically saying that he was a female just so that he could get in there and
my goodness.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that we've experienced, but nothing wild, nothing too bad.
That's interesting enough.
So we've kind of touched on this, but I'm going to ask anyway. So if there's anything to add, the market scene has grown massively, but so has the competition. Do you think there are now too many markets chasing the same traders and customers, or is there room for everybody?
I'll answer that question. This is what I keep saying. I've identified the major vendors who I know. We try to do dates so we don't clash.
Yeah,
So we're all chasing the same kind of market, same kind of vendors. I know I like, we like certain vendors, So we rather than all competing, let's say hi. I'm doing an event on what day is free. Then we don't clash. That way, people can shop yours that week, yours that week, and everyone gets about the cherry, right?
Yeah.
That's all working together as a community, as a village. So
we
want to work with promoters because we're promoters ourselves as well as vendors. But some people don't want. Who are you? So we don't do that. I've come from way back. 45 years in this arena. I've seen it all. I've come around full cycles, and nothing surprised me. Nothing changes. But I say, you have to have a principle that for it to work, we have to work together. It doesn't matter how much money you got in your bank account or how much houses or cars you drive. You're still one person.
Yeah.
Right. And until you can work as a community, you always gonna have that same problem. Yeah. So we have to set the bar as organizers to work together as organizers. Yeah. And then create a platform so that customers can come and so if we create something, there's a market's out there. The market's out there, but we are the creators as organizers. It doesn't matter. You're not one. It doesn't matter who you are. You might have, this is what I'm saying about egos. Always gets in the way. I'm a such and such. I'm a this and that. I don't care who you are. We all be the same. I don't care how much houses you are, how much cars you drive, or whatever you have, or you're still one person, right?
Yeah.
Until we get there, we always have to be that kind of I've seen it many times over. So yes, we want to elevate. We want to get to another level, as you said, rightly say, Diva, that Asian community, they stick together. I've seen it as working. I've seen it before in the drinks business, delivering drinks to the Asian community where they buy from they buy together as a community and share.
Absolutely.
I'll give you another example, right? For a friend of mine, this is something good to another analogy. A friend of mine, he bought a club. He's from North London. He bought a club in South London. He said to me, Harold, I couldn't believe it. When I went to a publican around the corner and said to him, look, by the way, if I'm going to go to the distributors, I'm going to buy a special brew, let's buy for each other. Now I talk to him. He said that I couldn't believe it. I came into your South London and there's 5 black pubs and clubs and they don't talk to each other. He said, what's going on?
Right.
He said, if I run out of beer, I can supply you to. He said, they would. He said, I couldn't believe it. They don't work together. They work against each other. He's like, wow. So that's what I'm saying to you. We had that amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
In business. So this is no different.
Yeah. It's still like, I suppose, I've had people say, how much time are we going to go back to slavery like it was 400 or 500 years ago? How can it still be of an effect? But it is.
It goes deeper. It goes deeper. Look at Brixton Village. Now apparently what's happened, that should have been bought a long time ago from our community. It's gone. It's too late.
Yeah.
Now.
It's gone.
It's gone, yeah.
They're saying it's not gone, but it's gone. It's gone. Sorry, no debate. But it's the same thing. We drive the biggest cars, the biggest houses, big name brand, 10 grand shoes, bags. But when it comes to, let's buy something for the community, because if you got a wedding, funeral, whatever, where you gonna go to? You gonna go to other communities. We don't own that. None of us own any venues.
We don't own a banquet in Swing. We don't own.
That's what I'm saying to you.
There's no ownership. And there is, we see it a lot. There's in terms of like, even in Lewisham, I love Lewisham. It's one of my favorite places to trade. I've met some great people up there. But when we first started trading in Lewisham, we were in the middle by the lifts. So we used to get cross traffic from everywhere. Now they've put us at the back, and there's nothing we can really do about it because it's their space. So if that's where they're now saying that you have to be, and I would say it's affected trade, but because I love the Wakuda boys so much, I love their ethics, I love how they work, they're young, and they really do go for stuff. I would always, if the trade goes up and down, it's business, I understand that I'm always going to support them. It's like I've been to different events that are quiet, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to go back to like an event because it was quiet. Because if I've had one good event with you guys, and then I might go back and it's not as good as the one. We still got to be consistent and support each other. So I will stay loyal. That's how I am. But it did put me to think, like, we don't own a shopping mall, so these people can say, actually go to the back and stay at the back. And if it affects your trade, it affects your trade. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's where you will be if you want to be in here. And we have to kind of accept that because we've got no ownership. It's a deep subject. And in terms of coming together, if we could come together to create ownership of an establishment, then we would be in the right path. But like I said earlier, when money's involved, people turn stupid. So that's where the fear comes in, and that's why no one wants to do it. Does that make sense? We're never going to kind of get anywhere.
Just to add to that, just add what you're saying there, and then we can be a testament to this. We're coming to Wakida Market because my plan is to do 2 a month. I know for a fact we're going to be there and create a buzz, because I like the venue where you are, because we need to be in a shopping centre. I've done it many years. I used to work doing gas electricity for many years for EDF Energy, went all around the country in shopping centres. I know how to work shopping centre. I love, and we did the shopping centre there before in Lewisham. I love the idea to have a pitch there. So we're looking at this August now to start at least once or twice a month to be in there with our water, because I know what we've got will attract. We got the audience. People go, where are you based? Where are you based? We're looking for a base to base ourselves in, so we get traffic. So that's what I'm saying to you. That's what we're going to be talking to the Wakida, because we can add value, not bigging ourselves up, but we know what we have to bring to the table. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. We need to have that and embrace that. Yeah. So
absolutely. Support them. Like someone said to me, don't you see, because we've got Black Excellence, don't you see Wakuda as competition? Absolutely not. I love them. I respect them. I would do anything to support them. They are some grafters. Their ethics are unmatched. I love them. So if I have a quiet week, I'm still going to go back. It might get a little bit tricky because we're going to be opening up our own little shop in Stratford.
Yes.
Our own little Diva Choice shop in Stratford. We're still gonna definitely do Wakuda and still be out there, because we've built like a little community there for our brand. We've got repeat customers, so I'm still gonna do that. But in terms of just relying on events, I just feel like I need to grow my brand. So just relying on events or people saying yes or no if you can get in, or do you know what I mean? I just felt like having our own space was the next step. It's a tiny little hole in the wall, but it's a start, and we're really excited. Me and Shah have been, we've been working on it, and like I'm gonna be putting it out on social media so you can follow the journey. We're starting to decorate it up, and we'll probably do a little tiny soiree because it's small, but it's a start, and I'm proud. But yeah. Am I still going to come to One Love One Stop Shop? Yeah. My mum and my sister will be there, or I will be there, and someone will cover the shop. Are we still going to do Wakuda? Absolutely. Are we still going to do million events? Absolutely. Because we still need to keep that pound circulating, and people who are putting themselves out there as organisers, we know the stress. We know what goes into putting into an event.
Yeah.
So we're always going to try and support the good organisers out there that we respect and love. You guys being one of them. So yeah.
And everyone loves water.
T says supreme evening salutations, NB family. Big up T Smooth. Love ya.
Big up T.
Thanks for joining us. Then my past work in history, Brixton Village was owned by American Consortium. I'm not sure if that's the case now. It's the last I heard that it was going for 80 million. So when I signed the petition, but I was like 80 million. We as a community don't have 80 million in England. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's where we need to get to, so that we can, like it or not, economics is without economics, shit is power. Do you know what I mean? So it just is what it is. So true. Same in the Midlands, says Del Henderson 9970.
No, but at least the Midlands, they own a legacy centre. They've done better than London.
Yeah, they have got the legacy centre. We traded there, didn't we?
Yeah, loved it. And the area is owned by yeah. But anyway,
even Islington Council gave our community a cultural centre, but you can only apply for it as an organisation and have it for 3 months. Then you have to, and I've not even bothered to apply because I'm like, it takes 3 months to really to put your roots down. So why would that other counterparts, if you're going to give them an opportunity, they've got leases for years where they have got an opportunity to establish their business. But when it comes to us, you've given us a shiny building, I give them that. But 3 months and then you got to come out. It takes 3 months to build anything. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not putting my energy into these things anymore. I'm just putting my energy into our stuff that's going to help us to build and grow. And that's my aim, if I'm honest.
I mean, anything that they give us, they give it to us. They always give it to us for a short period of time, even if they promise that they're going to give it to us for a longer period. But that's the fact. They're giving us something. We've got to stop taking their shit, and that's what it is.
Build your own table. Yeah.
That is what it is.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Sugar. Sham says, "Go sis, powers right there. Well done to you both. Onwards and upwards." Absolutely. I mean, going into different stockists and not having the best experience, selling my stuff, not giving me my money. Do you know what I mean? Just again, you're trying to support Black owned, and then they're ripping you off.
They're not. That's exactly what they do. They're always telling you lies, if you like. They will bring your stuff in to get the customers in, or to tick the Black History Month tick, and then the next thing you know, they're not even paying you what you're supposed to pay you, or they hide your stuff. I've seen them do that.
Yeah,
I've worked in retail, and I've seen them hide a vendor's stock. The vendor comes in, is like, "Where's my stock?
Where's my stuff?
Where's my stuff?" That's how they push you back. That's how they put you in
selling things for more expensive than they are. Keeping your it's wild. So
we've lost our principles and morals, and as Trish said, unless you find people who have the same mindset as you, it's not going to work. Things are hard. Everyone's trying to reach the same goal, but we're fighting each other. and there's no respect for each other, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember Sandy? Do you remember Sandy in Lewisham? She had a hair shop, and it was all the Asians in the community trying to force her out of business. So she went live and said that I wanted support from the community. People talked about it. No one supported her. It didn't work. We talked about, let's support Sandy. Somebody didn't support her. She lost her shop. So we could talk. We're doing good at talking. We're great talkers.
I hear you. Sharon Bracey said, "Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sharon Bracey. Nice to see you.
Good evening.
They give with the left hand and take it back with their right," says Rosemary Cabidian.
Indeed. Indeed.
We have to own our own from the root. Well said. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It goes back to my said again, creating a village. Whether you like it or not, the only way we can, if you look, we've got enough amongst ourselves. £1, one person. £1, one person. I'll give you an example. I did some work from a few years ago. Did some security work. My friend of mine didn't need a badge because I worked inside. This was the Nepalese community. They came over recently, and the families donated £1 per family. And now they've got their own bank. They've got everything. £1 they donate. Families they come together, and we was here. And he's friends with the actual prime ministers, and he always gives them work. They give him work. He said, "Look at the community; they got everything, and they work together. They just donate £1 per month per family. £1, they got everything."
Yeah, amazing. Look at that, and it's simple when you say it like that. Yeah, it is simple. We'll get there though. Because things are shifting, and there are some people that I would love to work with. You guys being one of them. Charm, I'd like to do something with Charm. There's a few people, whereas before I was like, just me and my little team. We just get on with what we are getting on with because I'm in other time. But as I've been out there and I've met Wakuda boys, I definitely would like to do something with them. Do you know what I mean? So as I've gone out and met different organisers that have a good kind of energy about them, definitely I would try anything once anyway.
That sounds like a forum. That sounds like somebody needs to be setting up a forum.
Yeah.
And everybody goes in there and we have an agenda and we see where we go from there. Yeah.
I think you should set up the forum. Rosemary said, the thing is we can do it on a massive level, but we have to get rid of the crab in a barrel mentality before we go on clear. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's wild, the jealousy that we have within our community. And we need to get rid of that before we can go anywhere. And I'm a pretty deep thinker, so I've really sat and have they put a curse on us? What is this? Why? How 500 years later? Why are we still talking the same thing? It just doesn't make. Why is it the same cycle? The same cycle? The same cycle? What the hell is this?
Remember, we are in a system that we don't even understand ourselves. We don't understand. We don't understand why some people would want their only idea of winning is if somebody that doesn't look like them tell them that they've won. Okay, that kind of always looking for that kind of validation from somewhere else. They're not confident in their self enough to say, okay, this is me, whether anybody likes it or not, this is me. They want validation from outside. Once they get that, they feel like, I can get the money. I can get that. I can get this. Once we can validate ourselves and start really functioning. But a lot of it is a system that we're in that puts all the adverts on to say, we're this type of person. It's in the news, it's in the radio, it's in the this. We're frightened of our own self because of someone else's narrative. That's why we're scared of ourselves. We're scared of our next door neighbor. Oh, I don't like the way that person's name, or I don't like the way how they're confident. Whatever the reason is, it's because someone else has put that in our mindset.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to get out of that trap. We fall into it every single time.
Yeah. I hear you. You've got to put your light on because I can't see your pretty face now.
Sorry. I'll go put my light on. Excuse me, please.
It comes back down to the same thing I said when I first started, for those who may come late. In 1980, we had black designers 1980 at the Albert Hall. And we had some brilliant designers. They made shoes, bags, hats, you name it, some quality stuff. I think it was Oswald bought around that time. Because I remember I used to do fashion shows back in the days. I used to choreograph actually, right? And we had some brilliant designers, some fantastic designers. And where are they now?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I've watched the trend. Yeah. And, you know, we there's nothing we cannot do. You know?
Exactly. There's nothing we cannot do.
Yeah. I was explaining when you dropped off for a little bit, I was explaining that a woman wanted to barter me down for a reasonably priced pair of earrings. I asked her if she would go to Zara and do that. And she was like, yeah, but it's Zara. So no, like Zara's expensive. And it's the mindset that it's a privilege to throw your money at Louis Vuitton, but not a privilege to throw your money at a black-owned designer. And some of the stuff is even more original. And the same Louis Vuitton and the same Zara and all of them made in China out of it. It's the same. China exposed their ass the other day. I remember they put up the big list, the big Hermes bag. We make it. It's worth $40.
Oh,
they exposed their ass the other day. China did that. So, but it's about mindset, and it's all in what we place value in, and we've been so indoctrinated to not place value on self that it's still perpetuated today. And I think that narrative's it's boring. We've got to shift it now. It just is time for a change. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Go raise the bar.
So, next question. What's the bigger vision for One Love, One Stop Shop? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you want to take the business over the next 5 years?
Well, you want to start there, Vee, and I'll come in?
Well, I mean, as Harold's been mentioning all the time, we are looking at somehow being like a Selfridges. We want to have Black-owned businesses all in one place. How are we going to do it? We still have to look at how we can do that, but that forum could always appear, and we might be able to get those pounds in a little pot. That might happen. But ideally, we want to build that Selfridges for us.
Yeah,
that's what we're looking at.
It's doable because I've been around this industry for 45 plus years in business. There's nothing I haven't seen. I've worked with other communities. I've come from corporate. I've seen big monies. I've seen lords and ladies. I've flown around a lot of places in the world, privileged by business, got invited to countries to be the CEO, to be the main person for England to market their products. So I've seen it. I've been trying to be 3 times. They want to buy me. I said no. I walked away for money. You can't buy this, right? I'm telling you, I'm not trying to big myself up. 3 times I walked away from big monies because they wanted to buy me to. I said no, I'm not doing that. I've got my standards, the morals. I do what I've got to do. So you can't buy this. So when you get to that level of thinking, you have to find other people to work with. And you have to understand principles where you're going. So when I say I see us as, why can't we have a Selfridges type name? Doesn't matter. I use names because you can relate to Selfridges. All different shops under one brand. It doesn't have to be, but that kind of, why can't we not have that? Why can't we not have that? Tell me why not. You see, you have to look beyond all the glass ceiling and whatever, and all the, you have to believe in yourself because we got all the talent, I mean, 1 + 1 is 2. Yeah. How many of us are in this country? Yeah. Who do we know? And guess what? remember, when you start to create something, everyone should buy from you, not just black owned. Black owned, but everyone, because remember, if you got a product that's got quality, right? Everyone should buy that product because it's quality. Yeah. And get something, guess what as well? You can probably find you get a better response from somebody who's not from that, because they think, okay. And your owner will say, oh, can I have it for this price? That's what you're going to be faced with. We'll go past that. But I'm saying we should raise the bar, keep going. Light attracts light. Keep doing it. Light attracts light. 1 year from now, we're here. 2 years from now, we're here. So you keep raising the bar. Don't sell yourself cheap. Don't try and cut corners. Just have a standard. Work together, build together, lay a solid foundation, and you build a skyscraper.
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
It's just common sense. Not rocket science. It's not technical. It's just common sense. Just work with the right people. They just say when the students appear, when the teachers, when the students appear, whatever. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What's your goals? How do you see yourself? Most of us see ourselves too small, too cheap. You can't imagine ourselves. Why can't you imagine yourself being like that? You got the qualities. You're not different. So it's about time we raise the bar, raise the standards, and say no. And don't feel bad if someone says it's too expensive. No problem. And as Jim Rohn said this, he says, not it's too expensive. It's just that you can't afford it.
Yeah.
If you can't afford it, find a way how to. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't get into that. Because if I get into that, because then we drive the most expensive cars, Prada bag, Prada shoes, and don't get me wrong. When Tommy Hilfiger used to say, black people wearing short, people still wearing Tommy Hilfiger. I can go deep. So let's just come on. Let's raise them. Let's just be. Let's just start from scratch now. Let's go forward. 5 years from now, how do we see ourselves? How do you see yourselves? If you haven't projected yourself 5 years, you're sleeping. This year's finished.
Already.
You should be at end of 2027. Where do you see yourself at end of 2027? If you haven't thought that far, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You got to think like the box. Think like a winner, like a business person. You think, what will I do tomorrow? I don't know, You're sleeping. Wake up. Time.
Absolutely.
Time is now.
Yeah. I hear you. I agree.
Sky's the limit.
I think you've just said it. If you could say one thing to black business owners they might not want to hear but need to hear, what would it be? You just said it. Time is now. Let's shake it up now.
Right.
All right. So you've got a One Love, One Stop marketplace coming up. Tell us about it. Where's it going to be? What's the date? What's the time? What should we expect?
Week, Saturday, the 18th of July at the Phoenix Community Centre. We've been there 8 times. It's like a home for us. It's beautiful. The ideal venue, the dining area, vendors all in one area. It's right on the high street next to Sainsbury's. We get passing trade as well as our vendors, as our customers. It's a lovely environment. And basically, all I'm saying to this, we are going to have a fantastic show because we're designing it a certain way this time because we try to go one better, right? We got Tai Chi there. We got holistic health. We got this. We got so much things. We got food. We got so much different diverse things here. We've even going to have a table for people to play dominoes in the dining area.
Come on down.
Why not? We talk about we want to get communities together, right? How it used to become a shop. You got things for the children, things for families. It's 12 till 6. You come in, you do shopping, come in there, relax, and then go party after. So there's no excuses. Yeah. If it rains, it doesn't matter. It's inside. You're not outside. You're inside. So no excuse about rain. Yeah. Everything's there. The food, everything's there. We've chosen it. We've got the right vendors. So be there. There's no reason why it shouldn't be there. We're going to create an environment that you can say, where's the next one? Because we want to make sure people leave thinking, wow. And that's what we're trying to create, a wow factor. Because we can.
Yeah.
So next week, Saturday, it's free, 12 till 6. One Love, One Stop Marketplace Village at Crystal Palace, Gypsy Hill, right next door to Sainsbury's. Yes, next door on the high street. You can't miss it. It's on the high street. Yeah. So be there and just come share. Tell your friends, tell people to come down and support your vendors. They've got things for you. Because we all know someone's got a birthday greeting cards. What else in the bag? So why not come and shop with amongst the community? Why not?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you?
Who's that bag lady that you guys have there? Is it Valerie Bags?
Let me explain something to you, right? She is dynamic. We was actually at
some wicked bags, boy.
I went to when I left. You wasn't there on Saturday. I went down to Lewisham. I said I've got leave to go to Beckenham for the Taste of Caribbean. One of the vendors said, "No, I'm not going there because it's only food." Right? I went there, and Sonia Bags was there. She was selling bags tomorrow.
Yeah,
She was selling bags. I said, "See you and I." Sonia has got the right. I've always supported. She got the right. She makes her bags. She presents herself well. She's always, and even
so where do we get Valerie from? Her name's old Sonia.
I'm saying to you because I see how she works. She's a worker. Yeah. She presents herself nicely. Does good business, and she's everywhere.
Lovely lady.
Puts herself out. You got to be out there, yeah. And so, you might have a bad week. So what? But guess what?
Yeah, you have to get
contacts. Take people's numbers down. You may not sell nothing, but guess what? You've paid your rent. That's fine. If you have my rent back, you're not in business. You pay rent anyway.
Yeah.
Right. You pay rent anyway. If you get customers' names, follow up. Yeah. Follow up.
Yeah.
You done that. Follow up. You might not sell today. That follow up. You speak to that person next week. May lead to another sell, another sell, another sell, another sell. It's ongoing.
Absolutely. I mean, my mentality is if we make back our table money, then we've made back our table money and it's promotion from there. We very rarely lose when we're out. Very rarely. We always make back our table money and a little change. Do you know what I mean? We always do. But this morning I met somebody because we done the St. Lucian Family Day a couple of weeks ago, and then she called me up and was like, I need to buy 2 more chains from you for 2 other people. I went and met her today. She bought 3 chains and 2 bracelets. That was from being at that one event. So do you know what I mean? I've been in events, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in events and they've been empty and we've come out like raw. We've made some good money though. But how on earth did we do this? Do you know what I mean? So football sometimes is not even the be all and end all because you could still make your money from 10 people. It's bizarre. I think it's how you present yourself. I think it's your mentality, and I think, like you said, just putting yourself out there and just really going for it, and you can really do some great things with your business.
You see the lady there, V? We was at an event in Crystal Palace. No, it was in Sydenham.
Yeah.
And what she did, she got the plate of samples of the food. She went out on the road and giving people food, and they're coming in and they're buying on the street. Strangers.
We love her for that. That's what she does. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying to you. I give away free water of my product. 2 weeks ago, I got 3 sales for people who took the water. After 3 or 4 days, I can have the machine.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta keep giving. It comes back.
Yeah.
Keep giving. Don't expect straight away. Keep giving. You have to build it's a system. Yeah, get into a system. Don't get disappointed. Don't get started. Laugh and smile. Have fun on the process. People don't want to buy from a sad face.
No, they don't.
Yeah, and energy is everything. Your whole energy.
Who's that Limpy? What's she on? I want some of that.
Yeah, exactly. The Let's Talk Show 2465 said, because Diva, your goods are classy. Yeah, we like you. We love you. Thank you for that. Who do you know who this person is, V?
No, but I mean, she's not lying.
No, bless.
She's not lying.
The Let's Talk Show 2465. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But yes. So next week, Saturday, from 12 to 6, we are at the Phoenix Centre. My mum and my sister will be representing. I'm going to be at Wakuda. Or you lot could do Wakuda. No, because you lot do there because the driving situation. Like, yeah. You lot do that. It's Blaze. Hi, Sugar Plum.
Blaze, okay. Hi, Blaze. Yes.
Hi, babes. How you doing? another beauty that does support my business. I love her for it. But yes,
another great host as well. She's phenomenal. She's dynamic. That lady, Blaze.
Great host. Great conversationalist. It gets you talking about your stuff and your business with ease. She's amazing. So yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Sean said I thought it was Blaze. Yeah, it's good to. I can't wait to see you again. I've got to get myself down to the Million event soon. I'm gonna look out to see what you got coming up, Charm, because I think one you done was on my birthday. I never work on my birthday, and I think there's another one coming up, but I'm booked at 2 places. So, but yeah, I've got to sync it so that I can see you guys again because. Yeah, I wanna see you, Blaze. Hugs and kisses to you. But yes, we are at the Phoenix Centre from 12 to 6, next door to Sainsbury's in the Crystal Palace area. There is going to be Diva Choice. There is going to be loads of other vendors. There's going to be Domino's. There's going to be.
She's going to be there.
Okay.
Shush menopause. Yeah.
Yeah. Menopause.
You can get your bloods done.
You could get your bloods done.
We got a wellness section there. You got live blood analysis. You can get a massage.
Okay.
We've got a nice little wellness section there. So, if you need a little massage, you need your bloods taken, do come. You want to talk to someone about your menopause. I mean, they have some amazing products there. So, come down.
Everybody comes down.
Yeah.
And
and not forgetting the food.
Not forgetting the vegan food. Some vegan leg.
Healthy choice.
Brilliant.
And
looking forward to it.
So much.
Have you got the flyer? Send it to me again if you haven't already, and let me put it in. I'll put it in our group and share it on Black Excellence as well. Blaze is saying how your store looks and how the vendor looks is so important.
Yes,
that's the flyer, and then we're going to electronically share it across all of our platforms as well. So please do look out for this event. Come down if you're in the area, or if you're not, come down and take a look at all of the wonderful vendors that are going to be in there. Lots of wellness stuff, lots of great products to see.
Have a day out.
Yeah,
have a day out.
Good vibes.
Have vibes. There'll be good music, good vibes. Yeah. There'll be a little competition going on.
Yeah.
Best vendor.
So I'm already telling Charlie the mum, you lot got to win this thing, right? We just recently won an award for Diva Choice at the Angel Foundation. We won an award.
Very nice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was quite surprised that we won it, but yeah.
Were you surprised?
So who's going to be the king and queen?
Every time she has an event, but she every damn time. So I was surprised, but she's all right. She gave me my award, and I am. See, with Angel, she's doing great things for people in Jamaica, and she has built schools or helped to fund schools, hospitals, all with different equipment. So that's, even though me and Angel catch up, I still go and support because I like what she's doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? But me and Angel catch up every last time. But we won an award at the Angel Foundation, so we need to come back with the Smiley Face Award again. That will be 2 times.
Yes.
I think there was 3 of us in the run-ins. The last one, it was me, Carabella, and the person who actually won it. Who won
today, here tomorrow.
Was it here, George?
Yes.
It was here today.
Okay.
I was vexed. I was. We don't come here to not win. Like, we need to win. So, yeah. So, Charlene, we're gonna beat them. Yes, you and Mum. Put
Watch
Mum
his
to work.
face.
Yes,
Watch his
put Mum
face.
to work.
Who's going to be the
Well,
winner?
can't wait to see you guys do your stuff again.
Yeah, man. Let's
I'm
see.
ready.
I've still got that video when I won the smiley faces and I come marching up where voting. I win my team. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. But even there's a group, a stallholders group, and a conversation kicked off in that stallholders group about presentation, and someone mentioned it in the group and said, I've been to an event where they give smiley faces and an awards for the best, and it comes up. So it's a great thing because it forces vendors to push the bar and to and raise expectations. And really, we shouldn't have to, but basic things are basic things, but it's not basic to everybody. So it's good that you do this, and it does force people to step up their game and to elevate their energy, and it's a great thing, and it's definitely being spoken about. So keep doing it. It's a great thing. It definitely is. We are gonna win. Yes, putting it out there now.
Yes,
Well, it's No Bravado tradition that we always chop up a topic, because like we've got a group on Facebook. We put topics in the group in Facebook and they interact. They are the best. Our group are funny. They are raw. They sometimes think no bravado means no behavior. They fight with each other. They're rank and rude, but I love them. I just wouldn't have them any other way. I think they're fantastic. And they post topics in the group, and then it's all up for debate. So it's always tradition. When anyone comes on, we'll pick a topic and then we'll ask your opinion on it. I think you posted this topic that I'm going to go. I don't know where you got the inspiration from. What made you post this, Charlene?
Oh, I saw it on oh God, what's that post? What's the damn thing called again? With Keita on it, Keita and what's his name?
Oh, tonight's conversation.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. The man actually came up with his bald arsehole saying, you know, I've told this chick, my friend, we're just friends, but we go out, we do this, we do that. When I can't do standard level, he was saying, is it still okay? You know, am I giving mixed messages? And there was like, okay, are you sleeping with her? He was like, of course I am, but we're still friends. And I've told her that. And then people had mixed feelings, and one guy was like, someone's going to get hurt, especially if you know. And he was saying he knows the person, the lady likes him. And it was like, that's going to end in disaster. It will do.
Right.
The person likes you.
Yeah, it always does.
You're saying to them, we're just friends. They're agreeing to it, but there's always going to be that 1% chance that person's going to think you're going to change your mind.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'll read out. Let me share. What's up? Blaze says, thanks for the love, guys. Tom said, we're going home. And Donna is a reoccurring panelist. She's amazing. Well, go on, Donna. We're going to have you on not next week, the week after, if you're free. So I'll hit you up anyway. But she's a reoccurring panelist, and she's just, she should also be like, she's a great host. Actually, she's come to one of your events. So I saw her and Anne-Marie at one event, but the church hall event she was at, she came to. Because she's in that area. She's fantastic, knowledgeable, beautiful soul. And actually, we should all talk and see how we can support each other, because she does a lot of community stuff in Croydon. A really, really good person to know. So we'll all do. We'll Via to set up the forum. So
yes,
I'm on it. I'm on it.
The forum doing this. So yeah, let me share my screen. And so what you wrote was, What's your thoughts? Is it okay to take a woman / man out knowing they like you as more than a friend, but you're treating the person like you're in a relationship? Is that giving mixed messages, even though you've been clear, even though you said you're just friends? What's your thoughts, guys? Let's start with you, V.
Obviously, they're not just friends. If they're in bed together, what kind of rubbish is that? It's this mindset in my mind that these young people have. Yeah, man, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just one of them friends.
It's not just young people.
Well,
people too.
I mean, those are the ones that I'm hearing talking about it. Those are the ones I hear talk about it. But it's foolishness because somebody's going to get hurt. 100%. Because, you know, it's not like it's a friend that you go raving with and you eat with because, you know, for company's sake, but you're doing the whole works.
Nah. Yeah.
Nah. I think the person's actually taking advantage of that individual. There's advantage being taken.
Okay.
The person likes you so much that they're actually giving you sex as well. They're taking advantage of it. My view.
Okay, Harold, go for it.
Can I say something, right? And the viewers can relate to this as well. It's the time we're living in because social media, the way the world is today, liberal, free and easy, and things are just acceptable. And people we lost that the old-fashioned value. Because I mean, okay, they were growing up, you have a friend, you know, so you can't sleep with a friend, it's your friend. Right? It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, it's a principle. Right? You got morals,
Yeah.
And something guys wouldn't do, something girls wouldn't do, or something you wouldn't do, you have a friend. Because I have female friends. I grew up with female, I surrounded females, you know. I had 4 mums. I had my 3 sisters and my mum. Yeah. I went to mixed school. Yeah. I left school, went to college, did an office course, the only guy in the class. So I've always been amongst women, growing up amongst women, and guys used to hate me. Yeah. And I've seen it all, right? Yeah. And I used to pretend that one of my girlfriends just to set that woman, leave her alone, you know? So, you know, and so I grew up amongst females. I respect females, right, for how females are. We got things, there's some men just dog a woman, but I would never do that because I say that's someone's sister, that's someone's daughter, you know. How you actually do it to your sister? Oh, it's true. So I had values I grew up with, and that's how I know. Yeah. And so I'm saying that's how I grew up. And we had certain friends we go out, men and female, we had gangs of us, guys and girls. And no one was sleeping with her because we're like, it wasn't done because it's your friend. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from. But today, that's what I say, it's a whole different, you know, GBTEGGD, I can't pronounce the words and stuff, and different genders and, you know, and genders and genders and, you know, and it's supposed to be acceptable, which I'm not going to political here, right, to live vision, but I mean, it's another debate, but I'm saying this is where it starts to go, you know, where are your values? So when you're picking up on news today, it's acceptable to who and why? So you're always going to have mixed opinions because I still got the old-fashioned head of me. Even though I'm in today, I've still got that old-fashioned values, which I grew up in, and that's molded me the kind of person I am, which I won't accept certain things because that's just the way I am.
Right.
Yeah? So it's a deep topic, and it's, you know, you're going to have mixed views anyway. But my personal thing is like this. Because I've got female friends, we've been sleeping in the same bed and don't touch another because it's my friend.
Right.
And I go, what? You no, what? Because it doesn't, you know, that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying to you? I've got morals like that. And that's why I'm saying I'm coming from that school of thought. So I'm not looking at people, but whatever happens to you today, it stems back down to how you grew up, where you're coming from. And then now it's what you accept. And I accept
Yeah.
certain things.
I hear you. I hear you. Anne-Marie is saying that's all friends. Is it friends with benefits? I don't do that. What are we teaching or showing our children? Anne-Marie Mitchell has gone on to say, I grew up with women, so that's why I have loads of women friends. Yeah. But, all right, I don't want to say devil's advocate because I don't want to put myself in no category of devils. But at what point, if someone, because like, all right, someone's going to get hurt, but if the person's clearly told you that
Yeah.
you're nothing but a friend, then isn't it your responsibility to protect yourself, protect your heart?
It is your
Why is it?
responsibility.
It's not the person's fault because the person has made it abundantly clear before they've got into the situation, this is what it is. Are you okay with it? If you have then said, okay, cool, and you've caught feelings, the ownership is on you, not on the person. I would never say, I wouldn't say it's you're to blame, but at the same time, as V said, it's a case of you're indirectly using the person. You know the person likes you. Why would you go there with somebody who likes you? It doesn't make any sense. You're manipulating the situation. That person is be okay with getting a piece of you, and there's nothing they can say to you. Something, well, actually, didn't. No, I told you this is what it is, and that's where the unfair part comes into it. You know, that's what doesn't sit right in me in this day and age. If you're not interested in the person in that way, leave them alone. Stop getting pieces of them like it's a layaway and using them because you're messing with somebody's mind, and it's some mentally and emotionally you're messing with them. It's not nice. And if you have sisters or nieces and nephews or nieces, how would you like it if that was somebody messing with your daughter at that? It's not good. The person likes you, has feelings for you. You're setting your terms and conditions, but those terms that person's going to agree because they're hoping. There's a hope. Okay, he wants to have something in me, but we're only friends. It's not going to end nicely.
But I'll ask the question again: whose responsibility is that? Hers or his?
It's her responsibility. It is, and I stand on both sides. It is definitely her responsibility. She has to take responsibility for what she gets involved with and understand. Then it's not a relationship. It's a friend. If you have sex, if you're intimate with that person, it's because you want to. If you catch feelings, you have to deal with them and deal with them accordingly, and don't go to him because he's well within his right to say to you, we're just friends. You haven't got a leg to stand on. Just don't get into it. If that's the case, just don't. Then nobody gets hurt.
Blaze is saying this has been going on for years. Many people have siblings outside of their marriage, or their parents. This is misleading, even if you have been told.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, what's this? But now I'm making loads of male friends, no benefits. I get on with men better. I tend not to get into relationships with people that don't want a relationship because I don't want to be told, but you knew from the beginning, so I don't do it. I protect my heart. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't want to get into relationships with people's man, and then they say, "But you knew that I had my woman from the beginning." So that I don't want to be told that. Look how competitive I am over smiley face. Let alone, I want to. I come to you. I don't want to lose. I want to win every single smiley face. Let alone to be told, well, you know, I had one woman from the beginning, or no, you knew we were just friends. So I think it's the responsibility of us to protect us, because there's always going to be someone that wants to manipulate you.
But some people are stronger than others, aren't they?
But
They
remember,
If they got no skin in the game, don't get in the game.
It is your responsibility at the end of the day, but then you know that a person, you know what they say? Duppy know who to frighten.
Frighten, yeah.
Those people know that they can get away with it.
Yeah, but people always say, see, remember one thing as well. It's easy to say something, but feelings coming, people change. Once you've gone through, like, feelings change, and this is where they fall out. Because hang on a minute, you've gone into that and think, hang on a minute, and the feeling changes. It's a different thing, and then you're going to fall out because it's a different, So we can say, yeah, no problem, I agree, yeah, no problem, but when it actually happens, feelings come in, and you can't control your feelings.
I think sex is really underrated in terms of the power that it has. So I think once you start sleeping with somebody and you start getting attached spiritually as well as physically,
that's what I'm saying.
Your feelings are going to change. So if you know this, or if you start sleeping with someone but we're just friends, I think it's down to us to protect ourselves. I mean, I spend a lot of time single and celibate. I'm not ashamed of that. And I don't really meet guys that I like, or if I do, they're in a relationship and I'm not trying to, like I said, I want to win all of the smiley faces. I don't want to be number 2 ever. So I tend to spend a lot of time on my own. And then I met somebody that was the first person that I fancied after breaking up with my guy that I was in a serious relationship with. And I think it was like 5 years that had gone by. I was single, celibate for these 5 years. And I met this guy and I fancied him from day one, right? Day one. We became friends. We was friends for a year. And then he said how he felt about me. We started to date, but his actions didn't match up with his words. I jumped out because you have to make the math. It don't make no sense. Like how you're moving and what you're saying, it's not adding up. To me, it feels like there's a female in the background. But what I'm not going to do is sit there and make more feelings develop and more feelings develop and more feelings develop, then only to be like, oh, he played me. No, you played yourself if you ignore your intuition. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or you ignore the red flags because you like him. So I dipped my toe and then I took it out and off I went because it wasn't matching up. So I liked him, but I like myself more. So I'm not going to sit around in any situation to be played and then turn around and be the victim. I think we as women are very powerful individuals. We're very intuitive. We cannot just put the onus on the other sex. We have to take responsibility for our own heart. But
my question there, and I'm sure the audience will have that. How do you know you've been played?
It came. Intuition is something that most women cannot explain, and then years later, it came out that actually there was somebody there, but he didn't. He said he was single, but he wasn't. But it's common sense. If certain things just don't match up, you're saying something, but then you can't really back it, or you're not available at certain times.
Did you question him? Did you question him in certain things?
Of course.
Okay. Now, just listen. You said that, like, the way you came across then, you said, "No, what? I moved on." I didn't think you questioned it, but no, okay, that's what I'm saying.
No, I questioned.
Right.
But people tell you what they want to hear. But that's my whole point. People tell you what you want to hear. But if their words are not matching up with their action, it's for you to take responsibility. So I'm not sitting here acting like I've not been in situations or that I don't understand what it is to like somebody. But what I've learned across the years is that you've got to like yourself a little bit more to protect yourself. I can't sit in this and then be a victim later when you ignored red flags. You've got to take accountability. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So going back to the debate, if a person I like, and because I think the best relationships start off as friendships.
Correct.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
But then if we are friends and we're kind of dating and we're acting like we're in a relationship, and then that inevitable conversation comes up of where is this going, and he says we're just friends and that's what it's gonna be, then as Charlene said, you can't have my pum pum on layaway. That's not happening.
No, but it's true though, because I had exactly the same. I had a similar situation. Someone know for X amount of years. Okay, during lockdown, you start off the whole talking, etc., etc. We're communicating and blah blah blah, and then
That's right, Anne-Marie.
what you were doing, you're not doing anymore. I clock it. I'm asking you. I've stepped back. You've asked me if there's anything wrong. I've expressed how I feel. Then you're getting vexed at me because I stepped back. Why? I'm not out here for me to be your sperm bank. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just not. So don't get mad at me. Yeah, don't get mad at me because I'm noticing what you're doing. If I wanted a sleeping partner, purely that, I would have said that to you. That's not what I've told you. That's not what we've talked about. You are displaying behavior that doesn't sit right with me. And with me, when I see certain things, I ain't saying nothing. I'll just clock it up and clock it up. And when you realize my behavior is matching your behavior, and now you don't like how I'm treating you the way how you're acting towards me, yeah, you come and ask me the question and I'll tell you. And let's see who gets vexed with me. Because I'm not gonna get vexed. I'm just showing you that I'm somebody's child. I have morals and principles, and I have respect for myself. And if I haven't said to you, okay, this is just a case of, we're cool, we're friends with benefit, then don't treat me that way. And when I show you that I'm not going to be treated that way, please don't show me an attitude, because I'm not the one to show an attitude. I will switch on you quicker than anything else, and I will just shut down. And then when I did that, it was just like, he was surprised. He hadn't seen that side of me. Then he came back and said, "Oh, I talked with my friend about it, and they was like, well, you're wrong." And they explained to him why they thought it was wrong.
Right.
I was just like, you're right. And the friend said, she's right. You can't. Certain women you can do certain things with, and there's certain women you can't do certain things with. Did she cuss you? No. Did she ring off your phone and send you some mad texts? No. All she did was she stepped away. She stopped communicating with me too tough, and that was it. And then when I asked her, she was just like, she told me, he said, well, good on her. You can't do the women that you can't get away with shit like that with, and that's one of them.
I hear you. And Marie Mitchell says, also, friends last longer than relationship. Once you muddy the waters, you can lose that friendship. Absolutely. The guy that I'm speaking about, we were great friends, and we should have left it at that. We all need to practice being celibate. Good for the soul, mind, and body. It absolutely is. And you're just left with your own spirit. Absolutely. Desmond said, greetings. Or why is it being framed as something men do to women? Because I'm a woman speaking about my experiences, Desmond. Let's not do this. Because we know it goes without saying that women do things to men and men do things to women, but we are not, you know us enough to know that we're not framing it in any way. What we're saying is, as women, this is what we're experiencing. When the topic was written, it was being done to a woman. So yeah, let's not do that. I know a few guys who couldn't manage being on the receiving end of a woman doing the same. Only an issue if a guy or a girl is saying something they don't mean and unable to control their feelings. In my opinion, if you catch feelings, get out. Right, I agree with that.
Yeah.
As the other don't feel the same. Only an issue if you wanted to manipulate the other person into more. Right. Yeah, I agree. But no, we're not framing it as it's just men that do it. I suppose we should have made that clear. But you who knows us know this, Desmond. So
Desmond, let me back up there, right? One great thing about growing up amongst women, right? I thought men were bad, right? Trust me, when you go up amongst women and they look at you as one of the women, they can talk around you. I'm like, wow. I say, if I was light skin, you see me go red. When women are talking amongst me, right, the things they used to say, I'm like, what? And then because I was their friend, they can confide in me.
Yeah,
and they're telling me
there's some
things.
treacherous women out there.
From a young age, I understand women from a young age. This is why I say when you're growing up in the earlier parts and understanding, this is why in my later life I know how women are because I grew up amongst women, and there's some things that a woman wouldn't say to their partner, but they say to their friend, right?
Yeah.
Vice versa, what man would say to. So I get it. So I say about friendship first, and then that's the best relationship. When you two friends become in a relationship, you can say things to each other which you wouldn't say to a partner, but you said to a friend. But because you're a friend before, I can say it's choice you. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying to you. That's why it's the best relationship to build, a friendship first. Because you can say anything. Because friends can talk about friends. It don't matter if you're a man or woman. Remember, as I said before, as I said before, growing up, a man, growing up a woman, from where I'm coming from, can be friends. Some people can't because they went to all boys' school and got no sisters. It's different. But I went to a mixed school. I got, and I got female friends, and I grew up with a bit of friends, so I can grow up like that, and I understand it. So I understand it depends on your upbringing or your being a much. Once you've got a man and a woman that have grown up together as friends, true friends, right? They are the best relationships because you've been a friend. You talk about anything.
My closest friends are male. I grew up with male friends. I had majority of my friends were male. We could sit down and have all types of conversation. I don't look at them in that way. Females, it was like hit and miss. Because you can't, they'll take things too seriously, or you can't just be hypothetical with them. With my male friends, we will talk about a whole heap of different things and just be open as two friends and keep it real, you know. But men will tell you how men are. I hear the things I hear come out of men's mouths. I'm like, what? Okay, okay. When a man turns their phone down, you know, so that them and they keep it. I got the hints from my male cousins as well. I know how. That's why I said people. There's nothing I ain't seen. I've seen how I've got it from the horse's mouth how men flex, what they do if their phone's off or they're going out with a boy. Nah, can't do that shit to me now. You're crazy.
I have 3 older brothers, mate, in that distinct road. But yes, we've only had a chance because the conversation was so good. We've only had a chance. We're at the end of the show. We've only had a chance to talk about this one topic. But it's been amazing. I hope for you to come on again.
Yes.
I'd love to.
Would you love to? Do you come on again, Vee?
Yeah. Would love to. You know, I say something right. I mean, what you were saying, I missed this because apparently, I did this when lockdown happened. So we started the Zoom call we used to have, and it lasted for 3 years, and made some great friends from Zoom. And it's really funny when we met face to face, like, you meet someone for the first time, 2 years on Zoom, like, wow, is that you? You know, and the topics and the conversations, it's so great. That's why I say this is great. You know, lovely to be on a nice platform. We can talk about good topics, a good you have a good relationship, and you know, we need more and more of this. And something I must say to everybody: when you're doing something like this, always bring a young person on here. You know why? Because there's the next generation. If we're talking about topics, they need to hear it because they're not going to hear it from them. They're going to hear different things outside there. So there's some things we need to engage them in here, right? And that's what I'm saying. We're talking about legacy planning, generational wealth. There's certain things that we need to be teaching our youngsters as well. They need to be sitting there, hear us talking, and go, wow. Can they hear it from the horse's mouth?
Yeah.
But out there, social media, different thing.
A different thing altogether. So tell us once again where they can find you. What's your social media handles? And tell us once again about your wonderful event that's coming up next week, Saturday, before we sign off.
So next week, Saturday, 18th of July, at the Phoenix Community Centre in Crystal Palace, which is Gypsy Hill, SE 193AF. It's right next door to Sainsbury's on the High Street, Westow Street. Nearest station is actually Crystal Palace or Gypsy Hill. And it's a great venue. It's free to come in for the family. Come enjoy yourself, eat food, drink, party, have fun, listen to music, network, socialize, sample stuff. buy stuff, because if you're gonna go to the shops, you're gonna bring money in it. So come with money, walk with money, and work with cash as well, because cash is king. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't come and say, oh, you got any flyers? You don't come and collect flyers. Come and spend your money. Yeah, with your people. You don't go and spend and say, any flyers? No. So I've seen too many times. What you got there? Come on, let's elevate ourselves. We come and spend with our own. And so we should do. It should be natural. Yeah.
Yeah, like it is for every other community.
Come in there. You got any flyers? What are flyers for? The products there. You know what I mean? So come in, enjoy yourselves, share and spread the love. Let other people know. When you come there, you're gonna be, wow, I wish I told so and so. I wish I told so and so. Tell them now, because the place should be heaving. As you said, you mentioned the Asian community, then it's packed. Why isn't ours packed? We not enough people. Oh, I'll see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
What? There's two things I realize. If it's a dance hall, it's ram. If it's money for education and the business, see how it go. No, come and support us. Yeah. Let's elevate ourselves, work together, pull together. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the event next week. And then come and you're gonna get some great things. We've got so much happening. Yeah. Life-changing things. People we've had some life-changing experiences with people with different kinds of sicknesses and illnesses. We've got all the products for that as well. We can't call certain names because they want to shut us down, because we're curing people and saving lives as we speak.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Yeah. And as I say, this platform is what we need. Come and celebrate. Let's have fun in the process.
It's been amazing having you guys on. Great conversationalist, and I definitely would want to have you back on again. Before we go, Anne-Marie said, just always look out for red flags. Our guys tell us more than we know. Yeah, I agree. And Blaze has said exactly. So I think she's saying exactly to everything that you've just said. So yeah, amazing show. Well done, guys. And I won't see you on Saturday, but my mum and my sister will be there. They have to win these smiley faces now.
Well, I know they're going to work hard. I know they're going to do the business.
One Love, One Stop Marketplace Village. That's our Instagram page. And if you, because I know I've sent the message out to people who know me. I don't mind sharing my number if I'm allowed to. Just, you can phone me or whatever.
Share it if you want to share it.
07506 874 205. Any problems, call 999.
Have you still got vendor spaces left, or are you sold out?
You know something, right? We had a vendor who, because that's what I like about friends. I'll put them on tomorrow. So I got one space left. And just before you came on the call, someone's been ringing me, but I'm saying I want a particular vendor. And I'll tell you up front, someone does shea butter. So if someone's got shea butter,
you want someone who does shea butter?
Yes.
Okay.
We've got
loads of our networks as well.
My 3 shea butter people can't do it. So I'm very particular, but pedantic. So yeah, we got one left.
Yeah, I'll put it out in our networks and see who pops up.
They get early bird as well. Look at that, eh? Early bird.
You still get early bird.
No, I love you guys.
Amazing, yeah. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for coming on. I wish you nothing but success and joy and abundance and growth. And I'm going to be part of that journey. We're going to support you wherever we can. So, yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us on. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it has been. It's
been a great session. And I hope your listeners enjoyed it as well. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, reach out to
I
us.
think they have. They've stated we still got like our vendors. Well, I'm saying vendors. We still got viewers, even up to the last where the credits are rolling, which I love. So, and yeah, with that said, thank you, No Bravado Massive, for always showing up, for contributing. I say it every week. Without you, there's no show. You're hilarious. You're funny. We didn't even get to read what they said, to be fair.
I know.
Yeah, but we'll go back to that. But you're hilarious. You're funny. You keep the group ticking, and we love you for it. So thank you. And until next week, yeah.
See you guys again soon.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks,
Good
guys.
night.
Good night.